Welcome back, welcome aboard. It's Max Chaos Saturday here on How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack. This is the Max Chaos game, the specifically Devil's Towers 1969 Max Chaos game. Session 19. And I decided to make this a ride-along session. We're just going to ride along with some of these trains here. So first I'm going to unfreeze it so the trains start moving. We're going to use the old eyeball, if I can remember where he's at. The vehicle list first. Open up the vehicle, eyeball him, and come on. Oh, he ain't moving. He should be. He's hit his minimum. Why isn't he moving? Well, I don't have schedule open. There he's going. There we go. It's this guy down here. All right. I gotta figure out what schedule I got open. Okay, so we're riding on an Abro. There's 55 people on board. This is the Ashfield Mellowfield Pax Rail, or Ashlock, also known as the Twister, as I call it. It's not the most goofed up of the routes, but we're kind of going along, just talking about the plans. I needed to don't think about trying to lay new things. See what things look like. And this isn't the most goofed up route, but it comes into one of my most goofed up places of all, which is still the Dudsworth, where we actually still have a scheduling error on this, where he goes all the way out to the park, Devil's Tooth Park, doubles back to the station before going back to Ashlock, I mean, if I remember right. Nope, we're going to go to Ashlock Town Hall. Okay. For some reason or another, we don't stop. I think it's just because we only pick up the passengers one way. I think that's how I solved the overcrowding issue on it. Not many passengers go the whole distance over to Ashlock, as you can see. And I would normally say, under the rules of chaos, we should tunnel that. But that doesn't force other things to detour around it down the road, and it may be that there's going to be something that's going to grow in this area. It was already a tortuous route before I decided to go maximizing chaos. And instead of cleaning things up, or, I don't mind cleaning up like a little corner or something nowadays, but this is like, it's more fun to take and see just how much more mayhem and twisty I can get on getting into the stations. I know I've made it virtually impossible. It's not at the Gordian Knot where he originates. And he makes it over to his location. And that's our ride on that guy. We're not going to take and do an 8-minute ride on him. We're going to go to Bad Chargers Dude and his vehicle list. Center out on him. He's got time to go. We might have to take and skip the Bad Chargers Dude round. Tell you what, we'll see if he takes off at a later point, but for right now, we're going to go to the Mad Oiler. Again, loading up. We'll hold off on him. Tanner's Overhauler. He's in motion. Let's go ahead and go visit him. Almost to the station. This is the one where he goes up and does this big climb up, dive down into the. And it does limit me. I can never go beyond 3 on this, 3 tile trains on this, so it's going to be a pain. I'm not even certain he's unloading all the way. Yeah, he is. Good. Sometimes they say they're only 3 or a certain set of tiles, and there's just enough of an overhang that it doesn't unload it. So it really isn't. It's actually, 1 step up. Gotta kind of watch that. His run is actually fairly straightforward. So let's see if Nameless Oiler is nowhere near it. You know who isn't? I'll bet you this guy's running around. Yeah, he's moving. Let's go visit a bus for a little bit. This is the Ren Springs Workers stage line that we're kind of running around on. We still got a lot of old Empires and other old buses out there. We could probably get our upgrades just by doing a bus upgrade next episode. Might squeeze one more episode in tonight. I don't know. Not feeling the greatest. While I have taken another dose of the medication, I'm not promising this is going to take and keep me going. So the Ren Spring Workers bus is a pretty good stage line bus. Runs into the town, picks up the people at Rendon, and then brings them back over to that one oil rig. So it's a fairly simple bus, but he's got to wait, and that's his chaos, is how long he may have to wait for trains. I have a train line sitting there that I can put another train on, and should. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that real soon. I also need to upgrade that train. So he's going to go into Spring Cross and deal with it. Oh, you've taken a ride on him. The Nameless Oiler still isn't moving. Red Spring Workers bus we've just dealt with. We'd already dealt with this one. He's about to go. Let's go back over here. He should be leaving shortly, and if it's the one I think it is, lines up with the White House. He's on the actual knot. So this is the bad dude's Charger. And there he goes. And this is also known as the horseshoe line. The hairpin horseshoe. He's going to come in, do the horseshoe, and then shoot over. Sort of shows just how inventive I had to getting into these places. Yes, I could have just expanded the station, but I had already tied up too much of the station the way I had done it. There's still ways to expand it. I can get at least 1, maybe 3 more trains in if I do it the right way. But the Gordian knot's pretty much hit its max between growth around without destroying other items. So he's going to sail on out to Dudsworth and then back. Now I really should have moved the wildcatting yard over to the other side, or extended this train out a little bit more so that he could tie into the wildcatting yard and replace the bus. But this guy's already, with all the twists, not making as much money as I would like, especially with that big of a train. And he's only carrying 9 on the return stroke. A return might as well be deadheading. All right, nameless oiler fill yet? No. So I think we'll skip it. We're gonna call this a vid. Took a ride along episode, just seeing what sort of chaos we have created. I might grab one more train. One more train. Who does some weird things? How about we ride with, you know what? Yeah, that bad boy right there. That got me a feeling he's got a weird run. And if I remember right, this is a weird train. But this is the chaos that this train goes through just to make it through town. He's got nice, sorry about the cutouts. That's when it goes into the tunnels, it wants to show you in the tunnel. And it takes out the ground around. Now we're headed out to that far distant place. Now are pretty much our crazy parts over, or is it? Oh, we got another tunnel coming up with another horseshoe, or near horseshoe. All this to get to a town that's probably 1/3 of that distance. Straight line. So, again, these are the kind of things you can do. You can do the ride alongs and all that. Anything else we can think of that's chaotic as all get out. These guys get a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. Bet you he's no fun to take a ride along with. Where is he going anyway? Don't ask why this guy goes up and down and up and down. It's chaos. And yes, there'd probably be a better curve there, but again, we're chaos. We made the decision. We live with it. And that's a heck of a curve into the tunnel. Coming back out. I really should serve that oil pump next. I think I'm going to do it with a train. Just some little thing that just barely, barely makes money, but makes money. Goes through another tunnel. All this to get up to a coal mine. When is he? Oh yeah, he goes to that other. Goes to the other, the new steel mill, doesn't he? what's its name, steel mill. How long is he going to be load? A bit. Oh, kind of a ride along, just have I done my part? Am I making this chaotic? Um, it's obvious to me that, yeah, the answer was yes. And the train I need to look for at the moment is indeed this guy. Because I think he's got the most interesting journey of them all. I've refused to fix this one the way I did the other game. It's a bit different. If my voice just changed, I finally sat up because I've been reclined back, trying to relax a little bit. One thing you will find is that when you're sitting and you cough, it hurts a lot more than when you're standing. Trains everywhere. I bet you I could improve the flow if I put a bus stop over there where that thing is like I was supposed to. And little things we can do. And that will increase your complexity too. Because, that's one more thing that you can't take out. He's got all sorts of twisty curves, under bridges there where it doesn't affect it. And then he goes under a bridge over the top of the tunnel. So that, because it wasn't a legitimate path without doing that. Remember, his stop doesn't end here, man. He's got to go all the way down to. He's a spring to spring train, if I remember right. So he's going to get to here. You'd think he'd ended his run. No. He's still got to make it over to the gas station at Springmouth, which isn't that bad. From here over, this is one of the early passenger lines. This stretch of it, he just kept getting extended or connected. Drop them gates, block everybody from getting to the bus stop and the tennis court. Because we don't like tennis. And I think we'll ride him back for a couple of minutes until we hit the mark. Thanks for watching. I'm Callie Jack. This has been the Max Chaos. And this has been the ride along video. Episode 19 and the Max Chaos sessions for the Devil's Towers 1969 map. Hope everybody's having a better day than I'm having. That's not too hard to do, trust me. Wave at the oil tanker there as we go by. Them old steam engines still doing good on a push-pull system. And now he's going to go right back the way we came. Let's see how fast he does this. And I've always been interested, how many minutes does it take some of these to make their full run? And these guys are running, at the level I had them set for. So go past the main dispatch yard and through the cat's maze, cat's paw here, whatever you want to call it. The long bridge solution here. definitely other ways I could have routed that to make it better. The big horseshoe into the poly build, which is where we picked him up. And we need to see where he goes to after this, because it doesn't mean his chaos ends. Yeah, let's peek at what we're making money-wise. It's almost the end of the year. 0.9, we still got half a month to go. Don't know. Oh, we're still showing margin up. Prof this month might be off. Yep, might be off. Have to see if I'm at the 12th and we're still not positive. That's not a good sign. That or we've got a lot of high values in transit. Come out of there, you do the up, and go back up to go over the tunnel. At where we should have tunneled. Can't even remember which way this guy goes into town now on this design. But we've begun to take and jam these up so weird that it's beginning to look fun for trying to do future maps. The fact that I never really allowed for some tolerancing I should have. And he gets down there into that tight little two platform station. All right, that's been the run. Hey guys, thanks for watching. And again, have a better day than I'm having.